right, next up is the Expert IDP Ultimate Team. And this league is really interesting because Jim Day runs this, and he's kind of found the scoring system. You can go and check it out. Click the link to the league site if you're on drafttv.com. He kind of found the scoring that makes every position equal. And this is PPR, kind of, IDP. So defensive end scores similarly to quarterback, scores similarly to tight end, scores similarly to receiver. Every position has different scoring. A catch for a tight end is more than it is for a wide receiver. A catch for a running back is more than it is for a wide receiver, but not as much as a tight end. So it's very interesting. So my strategy was I'm not even going to care about the scoring system. I mean, what I'm going to do is pick the positions that work for me. And let me see how many teams is this league? Because I feel like we have like 16 or so teams. Let's see, it was 14 team league. Okay, so yeah, I said that's fine, and I believe. Let me try to submit this lineup. Yeah, we also start 2 quarterbacks. So it's 2 quarterbacks, 3 receivers, 3 running backs, 1 tight end, 2 flex. So big starting lineups. So we start 2 quarterbacks in a 14-team league. That's really hard. I mean, that's really, really hard to do. So I kind of waited on quarterback. I let the big guys get their QBs. I think Dish Adams actually went like Peyton Manning and Drew Brees back-to-back at the end of the first round or something. So I took a lot of my sleeper guys. I think it's going to work out. My quarterbacks. I got Ben Roethlisberger. I think he's going to be throwing a lot this year. E.J. Manuel and Alex Smith, 2 guys that I love and think are going to be top quarterbacks. And then I got Blaine Gabbert as a quarterback 4. Now, you're like, why'd you take Blaine Gabbert? Well, there's 14 teams. You start 2 quarterbacks. So off the bat, that's 28 quarterbacks starting every week. So that's only 4 teams have backup quarterbacks. I have 2. I have E.J. Manuel and Blaine Gabbert, or Alex Smith and Blaine Gabbert, however you want to look at it. So now I'm just taking away from the competition. So there's a ton of teams in this league that do not have a backup quarterback for bye weeks. I do. All 4 have a different bye. Yeah, they're not great, but I'm going to win some games because I have Blaine Gabbert, and he's on my bench, and the team I'm facing has our quarterback on a bye and has to start Nick Foles, who's backing up Michael Vick. So that was kind of my strategy. Don't go early, but go often on the quarterbacks. Running backs. Let's see. It's been a while since I've looked at this league. I got Marshawn Lynch, Lamar Miller. Nice 1-2 combo. My number 3 is Mark Ingram. I think he has a good year, so I'm fine with that. I took a lot of rookies, Christine Michael, to back up Marshawn Lynch. So I really think that was a good move. Mike Gillislee. He kind of fell. I love Mike Gillislee. I still think he's going to be a good NFL player. Kind of number 3 there. Justin Forsett, the backup in Jacksonville. Tavius Murray, he's on IR now, so well. Wide receiver. My wide receivers look pretty good. Julio Jones was my number 1. T.Y. Hilton. Remember, it's a 14-team league. Mike Wallace. So there's a good trio to start every week. And then late, I took a shot. I got Jeremy Curley, Mohamed Sanu, Santonio Holmes, Riley Cooper. I got Tin and Dossie. I cut, so I'll have to cut him. But, yeah, that came out pretty good. Tight end, Jimmy Graham. That was my first-round pick, was Jimmy Graham. Hey, J.J. Watt won the first round, but I figured, all right, Jimmy Graham is going to give me a positional advantage tight end that no one else has, and the scoring for tight end, very heavy. I kind of regretted it because tight ends were falling in this draft, so I think I could have done pretty well had I gone elsewhere, but I attacked the offense early enough. Jordan Cameron is my tight end, too. He might be a flex player for me in this league. Jeff Cumberland, David Osbury. Defense, D-tackle, we have to start 1. I got Jared Audrick, kind of plays defensive end, so don't tell my fantasy league so I can start him every week. Defensive end, I got Robert Quinn from St. Louis, Ezekiel Ansah, rookie from Detroit. If he doesn't start off to make some moves. Linebacker, I got Donald Butler, San Diego, love him this year. They're going to be on the field a lot. Perry Riley from Washington, really like him. Akeem Ayers, who's my boy last year. After rep Akeem Ayers in a lot of my leagues because he got me a ton of points and people forgot about him. Jamel McClain from Baltimore, who I liked, but he might be out for a while. And John Bostic for Chicago might end up being a steal if he starts in the Brian Urlacher role. Corners, Antonio Cromartie and Joe Hayden. I don't know. I feel like corners aren't going to give me a lot of points. They have the same bye week. All my linebackers have the same bye week. I don't really care. I'll just cut these guys. I'll pick up new guys. See, that's the thing. Like, yeah, IDP scored a lot more points in this league than normal, but what you can do with them is you can, I just use the waiver wire. You can cut them. Just keep cutting them. There's going to be guys on the waiver wire that emerge. Safeties. Went rookie heavy again. Kenny Vaccaro, Eric Reed, San Francisco. That's what I've been doing in most of my IDP leagues, getting those two guys. And then I got Earl Thomas as well, who I think can make some plays and start. So, I think it's a good team. It's not deep for 14-team, or if those quarterbacks work out, I think I can squeak into the playoffs and hopefully do some damage.